Long story short, I have made this video first of all for myself because I really needed comparing of these two lenses to decide which one is the best. But the problem is that one of them I have already bought and other gave me my friend for making this comparing. And I had no choice, that's why I just hope that my lens no worse than his. So today I'm going to share with you this epic confrontation of these two really great lenses. Prime lenses are known for their advanced optics and quality. Sony Zeiss Distagon 35mm f1.4 and Sigma Art 35mm f1.4 second edition DGDN. Don't mess with HSM first edition because it has worse characteristics than DGDN, from autofocus, construction to other things, but today not about it. Sony and Sigma. Let's get started. All tests have been done with my main camera Sony a7 III. Let's start with simple build quality and design. The Sony 35mm f1.4 boasts a sleek and compact design, constructed with high-quality materials that exude durability. Its construction ensures protection against dust and moisture, making it suitable for shooting in various environments. The focus ring is smooth and precise, providing a satisfying tactile experience. On the other hand, the Sigma Art 35mm f1.4 impressed with its robust build and ergonomic design. The lens features a metal construction that feels solid in hand, and like its competitor, it also has protection against dust and moisture. The large rubberized focus ring offers excellent grip and smooth manual focusing. Both lenses don't have optical stabilization. The Sony lens weighs 630 grams, 2% lighter than Sigma's 35mm f1.4, which weighs 645 grams. The Sigma 35mm has a filter size of 67mm, whereas the Sony has a 72mm diameter. So, as you probably got it, both lenses offer cool build quality and thoughtful design elements. But that's not all. As you see, both lenses contain rings for smoothly changing aperture, which is, in my opinion, quite convenient and useful, because it goes seamlessly and very carefully. When you shoot weddings, for instance, you need to be flexible and fast with changing of lighting from one side to another all the time, and aperture wheel in this case works way better for exposing than lowering ISO or other buttons manually on the camera, because everything goes with these visible shaking steps. At least in my a7 III it is. And it's cool that both lenses have it. But one thing that Sigma has and Sony hasn't, it is this cool button which you can also adjust in your camera for your particular action. We all well know about quality and durability of Sony lenses, but in this particular versus, Sigma, as for me, is winner. Because of this specific button. Let's go ahead to the next and mostly important features as optical performance and accuracy. When it comes to optical performance, both lenses deliver stunning results. The Sony produced sharp images with minimal distortion, even when shooting wide open. Its advanced optical design ensures edge-to-edge sharpness, making it ideal for landscape, street and portrait. Similarly, the Sigma Art excels in optical performance, rendering images with exceptional clarity and contrast. Its advanced optics include aspherical and low dispersion elements, which effectively minimize aberration and ensure superb image quality across the frame. Whether shooting wide open or stubbed down, this lens consistently delivers impressive results. But I would be a liar if I said that they deliver completely similar results. If you are familiar with Sony cameras and lenses, that you probably know how Sony likes green tilt and the pink tilt when it comes to Sigma. Which one is the better, it's still up to you, but in my opinion Sigma has pretty bumped up pink tilt, what makes all footages looks less natural in colors. The Sony lens, even with their green tilt, provide more accurate colors as for me. But again, it all depends on what do you like mostly. Maybe it is better in your case that Sigma has exactly this kind of colors, who knows. But that's not all. If you start looking closely and deeply, you'll find that the Sigma 35mm is a bit sharper than Sony lens. Not much, just for 1% or even less. It isn't so obvious and visual difference, you might not see it now, but it is. It isn't a big problem, of course, not always we need very sharp image, plus you can add sharpness in your camera, or on post-production if you need, but honestly it surprised me that less expensive lens provides sharper images than pricey lens. By the way, about prices. On the market you can find Sigma 35mm 1.4 for nearly $700. And in the same time the Sony lens cost nearly $900. Yeah, both lenses offer outstanding optical performance with minimal distortion and superb image quality, but if you want to have really fair comparing, because of sharpness and price of course, the Sigma 35mm is still winner here, so Sigma 2, Sony 0. Round 3, Autofocus Speed. In terms of autofocus performance, the Sony shines with its fast and accurate focusing capabilities. Equipped with a high torque focusing motor, it locks onto subjects swiftly and reliably, making it well suited for capturing fast-moving subjects or fleeting moments. The Sigma Art also impressed with its snappy autofocus system, which utilizes a quiet and responsive stepping motor. Whether shooting stills or video, the lens maintains precise focus, ensuring that your subjects are sharp and in focus even in challenging shooting conditions. After many times of comparing, I'm still pretty sure that both lenses provide a similar fast and accurate autofocus performance and good results. With different settings of autofocus in camera, either on face or with standard autofocus, they show good results. Sometimes the Sony lens faster, sometimes the Sigma, sometimes they're working simultaneously, so just check out the tests. The reason why I bought exactly Sony lens because I was familiar with Sony lenses previously when I have worked with my previous camera, my first camera, a6400, and I knew that everything will be good because it is Sony. I have bought it second hand and it cost less than Sigma 35mm DGN 1.4, but if it is new, everything is vice versa. This Sony lens costs pricier than Sigma, what I have mentioned earlier. But at the beginning I was looking for Sigma and I wanted exactly this lens. And after all tests, my first feeling was, shit, I shouldn't have bought the Sony. The Sigma a bit sharper, plus this additional cool button, but when I have been shooting my first wedding with this lens, Sony 35mm, I was completely satisfied in all aspects. And when I have seen the footages and have made the final result, everything with colors, sharpness, accuracy of autofocusing was great, and I just like, yeah, not a bad choice. After comparing, it's clear that both lenses are excellent choice. Whether you prioritize build quality, optical performance or autofocusing speed, you can't go wrong with either of them. Whether Sigma is better? Probably yes, in some moments. Would I buy it instead of my Sony? Absolutely not.
I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name, check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain, I ingest, I retain, assess and I change, possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints, money, clout and fame, mud, disease, a plague, we all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name, all our insecurities